Check, check. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. Okay, good morning, everyone. If you could settle down and find your seats, most of you already have. All right, welcome to the 2022 SHS grad ceremony in person. So I am Stephanie Aiken, and I'm privileged to be a teacher here at Strathmore High School, and I'm honored to be your MC at this grad ceremony. I would like to remind you that we'll be live streaming on Facebook, so if you have friends and family that are not here in person and would like to give them that opportunity, let them know that they can check our Facebook page, Strathmore High School, and we are live streaming. So hello to everybody watching us on live stream. Just to let you know, we will be starting the processional. Not to get too excited initially because teachers will be coming in first, but you can be excited for them. And then your grads will be following after. Please remain seated during the processional, but enjoy it all the same. Yes. Our SHS band, under the direction of Brian Alsop, will start with Pomp and Circumstance. Please rise for O Canada. Again, played by our SHS band with the direction of Brian Alsop and sung by your own 2022 grad, Haley Gervais.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' commands. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
You may be seated. I would now like to introduce Nico Hunt, one of our graduates and resident of Siksika Nation and the chief of our SHS Chief and Council. They will be doing our land recognition.
Okay, nistunita aniku anok sikshagaki. Hi, my name is Nico Hunt. I am the student chief of Strathmore High School. Today I'd like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 7 land, which is the traditional territory of the Blackfoot Confederacy, including the Siksika, Kainai, and Piikani nations, the Tsuut'ina Nation, the Stoney Nakoda Nation, and the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. Thank you.
I would like to start by introducing our honored guests and dignitaries. Our Golden Hills School Division School Board trustees, Mr. Rob Peary and Mrs. Jen Mertz. Welcome. Our superintendent of Golden Hills School Division, Mr. Bevan Davern. Our principals and associate principals, Mr. Kyle Larson, Mr. Kevin Mertz, and Mrs. Agnieszka Barbot-Trio. We will start our celebration program with greetings from our superintendent. Please welcome Bevan.
Well, I have to say it is wonderful to be here in person with everyone celebrating and congratulating the graduating class of 2022. The last few years have been challenging. Some of us have spent a lot of time in Zoom meetings. The nice thing about Zoom meetings is you can put filters on that make yourself look younger. So while I may not look as good in person, I know that this class here certainly does. We should give them a big round of applause. Our school division is very proud of these students and what they've accomplished. High school is not easy, more so in the last few years. It has been tough. And each of these students has worked very hard to be here, and they each deserve this celebration. I'm also very proud of the work done by our staff here at Strathmore High School. They're very focused on student success. They care about kids, and they're always looking for better ways to support learning and offer more and better options and experiences. all with the goal in mind to give students the best opportunities to explore different options in their life and to be successful. These students have had a chance to discover maybe some passions, and they're ready to go on to the next stages of their lives. As these graduates are crossing the stage here today, you'll get a chance to hear what some of these future plans might be, many just because of the experiences they've had here at this school. And I've mentioned this, but I'll say it again, the graduating class here today, we're very proud of you. You have earned a tough high school diploma that will make you competitive in a global market. And though you've worked hard, you'll also leave here with very fond memories, fun times, and fun experiences that you'll never forget, and will help you make choices on your next steps. So congratulations to the graduating class of 2022.
Next, we will hear from our Strathmore High School principal. Please welcome Mr. Kyle Larson.
Thank you. It's quite a bit easier to do these when you're recording them and you can say, okay, let's do that again, take two. So you'll have to bear with me. It's been a while since I spoke in front of a crowd this large, so. But good morning, and welcome to our 2022 graduation ceremonies. I do want to also extend a warm welcome to our superintendent of schools, Mr. Bevan Davern, trustees Robert Peary and Jen Mertz. So, but we're here for the class of 2022, and I'd also like to extend to their friends and family a warm welcome as well. So, it's truly an honor to once again be able to stand in front of this year's class of 2022. It has been a high school career that has been filled with many unexpected twists and turns, and certainly a 3 years like none other. This is truly a class that has experienced both so much and yet so little. Over the past 3 years, and yet through it all, they have maintained an approach of moving forward and working to become the best that they can be. A grade 10 year that ended so incredibly abruptly, a grade 11 year that was filled with being in school and out of school, learning in person, and learning from home. And finally, a grade 12 year that saw us begin to return to what school will hopefully continue to be, a return of events, a return to activities, and a return to excitement. Before your grade 10 year, I was preparing to coach the girls basketball team here. And I read a book by John Gordon called You Win in the Locker Room First. And in this book, I found a team building activity to do with teams called One Word. I introduced the activity with the girls at a tournament in Brooks. Incidentally, we went out and fell flat on our face in the final. But a few short weeks later, the season was being called off. Schools were closing, and our lives were getting completely turned upside down. What I didn't realize was at that time, One Word would be one of the most impactful things that I had ever done as a coach. I spent months reaching out to players, checking in with them, taking the time to make sure they were doing well, and making sure they were living up to their one word. As a result of this exercise, I became a bit of an online follower with John Gordon and subscribed to his daily positives. I want to share some of these and some of the reflections that I've had around these. I hope for each of you guys that they will act perhaps as possibly some advice, some inspiration, or at the very least, a little bit entertaining. So inspiration 1, life is meant to be lived forward. Learn from the past, but don't live there. Today is a new day to create a better tomorrow. Well, you guys, if the past few years have taught us anything, it is that life truly is meant to be lived forward. There is nothing to be gained, graduates, from anguishing in our past. Look forward to the future with optimism and hope, and seek the ways to become the you that you want to be. Opportunity awaits you, and it is up to each of you to seize these moments. Work each day to make yourself a little better than you were the day before. Inspiration 2. The goal is not to be better than anyone else, but rather be better than you were yesterday. Your path is your past. Don't compare it to others. Everyone's timeline, obstacles, and triumphs are different. Just keep looking forward. Mr. Laszlo recently shared with me about a player who he had coached that said he regretted who he was in high school as a basketball player because he spent so much time comparing himself. He spent so much time comparing himself to other players and teammates and wanting to be the best player on the team rather than just working hard to become his best self. Don't worry about others, but simply focus on your journey and on becoming the best person that you can be. Focus on being the best you that only you can be. Inspiration 3. You don't need to go back in time to be awesome. You just have to start right now. Regretting that you didn't start earlier is a great distraction from moving on your dream today. And the reality is that today is earlier than tomorrow. This one speaks to that old adage that there is no time like the present. Just prior to spring break, we posted that first grad eligibility list. Parents, I'm sure many of you heard about this list, as it becomes a strong motivator for our graduates to begin to work harder in classes, to improve attendance, to return textbooks, and to get any outstanding fees paid up. This could create stress, but we hope it also creates a focus on what matters, getting prepared, staying focused to the end of the year, and being successful. For many students, it can truly be that first step towards being awesome. Don't let regret get in your way of moving forward. Today is earlier than tomorrow to begin that path. Inspiration 4. Growing up, my dad would ask what we failed at that week. If we didn't have something, he would be disappointed. It changed my mindset at an early age that failure is not the outcome. Failure is not trying. Don't be afraid to fail. The first time I read this quote, I thought of my own dad. As a kid, we downhill skied a lot. And my dad would always tell me, don't worry about falling. If you aren't falling and crashing, you're never testing how good you can truly be. A few years ago here, I listened to a hockey coach in Strathmore as he told his team at a practice to do the drills as fast as they could. Don't worry about not doing them perfectly. Just try to be as quick as they possibly could. If you weren't making mistakes, you weren't going fast enough. In order to grow and get better, you must make mistakes, and you must push yourself beyond your abilities. It is the only way that growth can ever occur. These words have always stuck with me. In order to get better, you must make mistakes, and you must be challenged. Becoming your best is most certainly a path that has to have failure throughout it. Martin Luther King once said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? I always like to take the time here to thank our parents and families for all that you have done to have our graduates arrive today. In order for people to be successful, it takes others that are willing to give of themselves to ensure that this occurs. For this, I thank all of the friends, family, and teachers along the way for whom without your support, arriving at today would have been incredibly difficult. I would like to leave you with this final thought. Faith and fear have one thing in common. They both believe in a future that hasn't happened yet. Fear believes in a negative future. Faith believes in a positive future. If neither has happened, why wouldn't we choose to believe in a positive future? Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Mr. Larson. Next, we are very proud to introduce a particular graduate from our class. Introducing the valedictorian for Strathmore High School's 2022 graduating class is Florence Callia.
A warm welcome to all parents, teachers, friends, administrators, and the magnificent class of 2022. I would like to express my appreciation to all of my teachers, friends, and family members who helped me to get to where I am right now, standing here in front of you today. I would also like to thank the administration for providing me with this opportunity. Almost exactly 3 years ago, I remember leaving my middle school class for the last time and heading into the exciting and sometimes scary world of high school. I know a lot of you were nervous, though you won't admit it now. High school can be intimidating, for sure, but it can also be a place for tremendous growth. If you didn't spend all your time updating your Snapchat story or gramming about your weekend plans, or even if you did, you had the opportunity to meet hundreds of other students. You got the chance to share ideas, passions, and strengths, both for those coming into high school as well as for us about to embark on a whole new journey altogether. I feel the best piece of advice is to kick the water off your toes, as Mr. Sonsby once said, or simply to take life moment by moment and truly cherish the times given to us. The day has finally arrived for which we were waiting for from the last 3 years, and we have become SHS graduates. Spartans are those who live with simplicity, but as we head out into our own lives, money and material values are going to become more important than ever. I only request that we not forget to keep in mind the first home we all have, our very own planet Earth. Our high school home, the home of Spartans, is now the place of soon-to-be CEOs, lawyers, doctors, teachers, musicians, architects, nurses, and many more professions, some of which we would have never even thought could be possible when we first stepped into grade 10. The possibilities are endless. I don't know why I chose SHS a few years ago for my journey towards my dreams, but today I think it was the best decision. Always remember where you came from, and always remember where you are going. Jan Martel once wrote, "It is true that those we meet can change us sometimes so profoundly that we are not the same afterwards." And I am sure, sometime along these 3 years, we bumped into someone who helped bring out the good in us, whether that was a friend or a teacher. As I look out into the crowd before me, I sense a wave of emotions from everyone present. And yes, I can see you all through this video. Don't doubt my talents. For family and friends, the sense of pride you have in your graduates' accomplishments is unmeasurable. You parents have a sense of joy in knowing that the child you have raised has now earned a high school diploma. Brothers and sisters have gained a whole new sense of respect for the person who was your best friend growing up, or even your worst enemy. But nothing can top the feelings we graduates have right now. High school was fun, but we have turned a page in our life. We have moved from childhood into adulthood, and now is the time to find our passion. It's time to learn what we want to be if we haven't figured it out, or follow our dream if we have one. So parents, open up your wallets, because studying philosophy isn't cheap. It is time to set goals for your future. Before you can do that, however, you need a vision, a dream. Over the next few years, you may end up at a college or trade school. You may begin working full-time, or even start a family. No matter what your dream is for the future, you can get there with the dedication, determination, and focus that you have learned while here at this very high school. Although we are all very excited at this moment to be finished with a chapter in our lives, that same fear we felt as grade 10s still looms in our stomachs. The fear of the unknown, the fear of the future, the fear of failure. So don't aim for perfection. Instead, embrace flaws. Thank you, parents and teachers, for letting us make mistakes. It is this idea of being flawed, yet perfect in our unique ways, that will teach us happiness, kindness, and to enjoy each step in life. No matter if we're at the very first step or the last one on the stairs to our destination. The fear that we felt walking into this building didn't last, and neither will the fear that we feel once leaving high school. Mrs. Malinowski once said, "If we can learn to show kindness to ourselves and others, that fear becomes nothing more than a forgotten memory." I especially wish to thank our teachers for helping us keep learning before, during, and after COVID-19 school disturbances, though I have some uncertainties as to how much learning was actually absorbed by students during COVID. Teachers, you were fantastic. It's just we were fledglings in grades 10 and 11, and still are. We have yet to emerge, even though we are graduates, though I'm sure Mr. Laszlo must have emerged by the time his graduation rolled around. I mean, judging by his height, he must have been the top of his class. Think about all the things we have lived through, and I'm just talking about the last 3 years. We got a lick of grade 10, then the scoop of ice cream fell splat onto the ground. And as for the cone, well, that was snatched by a mammal. A bat, to be precise. Murder hornets failed to do what was promised. Trump was going to ban TikTok. Said this about 7 times, and then forgot about it. And we thought stockpiling toilet paper would save us from COVID-19. Turns out that we figure out later that COVID-19 and loose stools have no connection whatsoever. Though I guess I can't say that for sure. A regarded poet and philosopher called Eminem once said, "I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm, just letting you know that you're not alone." And truly, we are not alone. As you look to your left and right, you'll see the familiar faces that have held you together these past 3 years. Even when the storm gets rough, however, just remember to be thankful, happy, and resilient. We all have the capacity of doing something great. We have already proven that through our attendance here today. Don't ever underestimate the power we have to be successful, and don't ever take for granted the opportunities we have been given. We, the class of 2022, are a powerhouse of innovation and creativity. We will push boundaries to make this world a better place, even in small ways. As we take a giant leap into the journey of our future, I urge you all to always turn to kindness, because kindness leads to acceptance. Acceptance leads to diversity. Diversity leads to more voices, and voices lead to change. And that's what we're going to do, class of 2022, change the world for the better. Congratulations, graduates.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you. So to introduce a presentation to Florence for our valedictorian is Mrs. Karen Galandi on behalf of our Strathmore legal community.
I'd first like to acknowledge our two runners-up for valedictorian, Jack Warwick with an average of 92.6%. And Aislinn Shaw with an average of 91.6%. Congratulations to both of you on your excellent academic achievement throughout high school. Florence, congratulations on your speech today, as well as on being chosen as valedictorian for the class of 2022. The academic average for valedictorian is based solely on marks in core classes and excludes option and complementary course marks. Florence's average this year is an outstanding 96.6%. But as you can see from the valedictory video today, all of the different locations that Florence was filmed in represent all of the different areas that Florence has been involved in our school. She runs track, she plays basketball, she is not just an academic student. She excels so many ways in our school community. Each year, Lynn Woods Law Office and Randall Jarvis Law Office in Strathmore award our valedictorian. Florence will receive a scholarship in the amount of $400 for her achievement this year from those two law offices, as well as another $600 from LifeTouch. Again, congratulations, Florence, and thank you for your inspiring words today.
Now to begin the exciting part of your ceremony that you have been waiting for, to see your graduate cross the stage. There are a few rules that we are going to give you, though. As you noticed from the beginning when we did the processional, I gave you some directions about staying seated. You were all listening very well. Teachers are the worst at following directions, and they all stood up. And so, again, you followed suit. So if our teachers do not follow the directions, don't do what they do. Follow my directions. We really are the worst at listening to directions. We just want to give them all the time. All right, so here are the rules. Please keep your applause to the very, very, very end. Otherwise, we will be here for a very, very, very long time. Even though this is only half of our graduating class, it can still take a long time and you will get hot. LifeTouch is here, taking a photo of every single graduate who crosses the stage. They get to receive a complimentary picture of them shaking hands with Mr. Kyle Larson and anybody else who wants to shake their hand. And so they'll all get one. So We have done this so that you can sit back and enjoy that moment. This is a very exciting moment that you have been waiting a long time for. We would like you to enjoy that moment. So please sit back and allow for our photographers to take a great photo for you. It is very imperative that we do not come up and get in their way so that they can take an awesome picture for you. We would also ask for you to stay for the whole ceremony so that no grads are interrupted and they can have their moment crossing the stage. So to introduce the people who are going to be introducing your graduates is Mr. Ian Rainier and Mrs. Deanne Birch. Come on up. As well, our shakers of hands will be Mr. Kyle Larson, Mr. Kevin Mertz, and Mrs. Agnieszka Barbat-Trio.
You know where we stand.
And yes, very good. You're good at clapping. Remember when we say everybody's names, though, you have to wait till the end. The last representatives from Golden Hills School Division to acknowledge our graduates will be Mr. Robert Peary and Mrs. Jen Mertz. Come on up as well.
So you guys are going to stand here, and I would stand in front of you.
Back here, and we'll be up.
Check, 1, 2.
Check.
All right, good day, everyone. I think, Steph, is that mic turned on? Okay, thank you. I have the honor today to introduce our very first graduate walking the stage. We have Austin Seeley here coming. Austin Seeley. For Austin, he would like to thank all the Strive staff for the kindness, the laughter, dancing, listening to my movie ideas. You made it possible for me to look forward going to school every day. After graduation, I travel to plan with family, visit Disneyland, and follow my passion for movies.
Our next grad is McGuire Adams. I will be attending the U of C for astrophysics.
Our next graduate, Noah Ardborough. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for always waking me up for school, and Mr. Davidson and Mr. Galandi for helping me through so much of my 3 years of here at SHS.
Walker Arneson. I would like to thank my family for their support. I plan on working and traveling.
Thomas Beauregard. I would like to thank all of you for your kindness and friendship over the last 3 years, most especially Mrs. Douglas for being the best teacher ever. I wish everyone a fortunate future. Thank you.
Jenna Bishop. Thank you to my family and teachers for putting up with me. Thank you to Mr. Sonstaby for accepting all of my late assignments, and to Mrs. Dundas for giving me high fives when I get rejected. I am planning to attend the University of Lethbridge in hopes of one day becoming a lawyer. The next Elle Woods.
Kylie Bishop. In big ways, small ways, and a million other ways, I'd like to thank my parents for all their love and support over the last 12 years. I'd also like to thank Mr. Galandi for throwing tissue boxes at me when I complained, and Mr. Sonstaby for accepting all my late assignments. In the fall, I'll be attending the U of S and studying biomedical sciences with a long-term goal of specializing in neuroscience.
Andres Borges. I would like to thank my parents who allowed me to be where I am today, giving me the opportunity to be a better version of myself. I also thank my host family, teachers, and friends that tolerated me throughout high school. That is not an easy task, and I appreciate all the love and support from everyone. I enjoyed every second of this experience and couldn't be happier to complete it. I wish success to everyone in the next chapter of our lives, and just like Queen, we are the champions, my friends.
Natsuki Boyd. I would like to thank my friends, family, teachers, and thesaurus.com for endless support and inspiration. My main goals for the future are to own a cat and be on TV, as well as graduate from Mount Royal with a Bachelor's of Science.
Matthew Brown. I want to thank Mrs. Douglas for helping me solve my math problems and getting them correct. I am a good mathematician. My future is to be a Zamboni driver at the arena. I want to travel and ski at places, and I want to set records. Thank you, Mrs. D.
Tage Bus. Thank you to my family and friends who have helped me get this far and for celebrating my success with me. I will be attending Mount Royal University in the second semester of next year for general business.
Daniel Caballero. I wanted to thank my mom for believing in me.
Peyton Servo. I will be going on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I will then look at classes at the University of Lethbridge.
Aliera Chernoff. After graduation, I am very excited to begin my studies at Olds College, where I plan to pursue a diploma in agriculture management and a Bachelor of Applied Science in agribusiness. I would like to thank my friends for all the memories and my family for their love and support. My best to all the grads.
Sangwoon Choi. Thank you to my homestay family and my family in Korea for waking me up in the morning, helping me with whatever I need, and congratulating me when I succeed. I will attend Centennial College in autumn with the goal of becoming an electrician someday. Congratulations to my friends.
Kyle Clayton. I'd like to thank my family and teachers and anyone else who helped me get to where I am today. My plans for the future are to pursue my hockey career and try and get a scholarship through hockey.
Sam Cook. I'd like to thank my family, friends, and also my teachers for getting me through these 3 years of high school. For the fall, I plan on attending U of C for economics. However, in the meantime, catch me in the deli at Co-op. Congratulations, everyone.
Lauren Kuhn. A huge congratulations to my family, friends, and teachers for being successful and helping me graduate. We all have a reason to celebrate, whether it's my parents being proud that their hard work paid off, my friends' amazement that we made it this far, or my teachers' thankfulness that I'm finally going to be out of their hair, or lack of hair. Either way, I've made some amazing memories and lifelong friends.
Ruth Denuncio. Thank you to my family and friends for continuously supporting me throughout these long 12 years of school. To my friends and classmates, congratulations to you all for meeting this amazing achievement. I hope that we can all succeed and flourish in whatever path we may choose. Here's to us.
Finley Dirks. I want to thank Ms. Trump and Mr. Sonstabee for nurturing my love of the English language. I want to thank Ms. Roberts for encouraging me to go further in art. I also want to thank every teacher who didn't kick me out when I repeatedly burped every class. Lastly, I'd like to thank my #1 supporter and girl I love the most, my sister Emerson.
Caitlin Donovan. I'd like to give a big thank you to the teachers and my peers that I'm graduating with for making my high school experience so memorable and helping me to get where I am today. I would also like to thank my family, especially my parents, my sister, boyfriend, and the amazing people I gladly get to call my friends for pushing my favorite supporters and always pushing me forward. I surely could not have done it without you all.
Carson Dorr. I would like to thank my family that have supported me throughout high school. Thank you to all my teachers. I will be attending the University of Calgary for a Bachelor of Science.
Georgia Duggan. Thank you to my family, friends, and teachers for helping me get through these 3 years. I am very excited to see what the future has in store for me, and congratulations to all the 2022 graduates.
Liam England. Thank you to all the teachers and people that made the school year easier. Congratulations, everyone.
Paulo Fabilar. After I graduate, I will work for a year for college and pursue my goal. I will work hard and do what I can to achieve my goals. When I finally do reach what I intend to reach, I will sit and watch the sunrise on a great full universe.
Brock Fargy. You don't really have to try in school till grade 12, to be honest. Shout out to my brothers, parents, grandparents, and sick teachers like
Mrs. Birch.
and Mr. Renier for believing in me. I will be attending UVic in the fall for fine arts.
Got it. Ashton Fries. I'm going to the University of Calgary in the fall of 2022, enrolled in economics. I can't believe high school is over, but I'm really excited for my new life as a university student. Thank you to all the teachers that helped me and to my family for the continued support throughout the years. And to my friends, I'll see you tonight.
Jaden Frizzell. I would like to thank my family and friends for the ongoing support. I would like to make a shout out to Madeline for always keeping it interesting. Lastly, I would like to thank Tim Hortons for making their iced coffee so cheap.
Jacob Galandi. I will be attending UBCO next fall to pursue an undergraduate degree in biology in hopes of being a chiropractor in the future. I'd like to thank my teachers, coaches, friends for allowing me to make it through these 3 years of high school. I'd also like to thank my family for trying their hardest to get me to school on time in the mornings, even though it didn't always work. Sorry, Mom and Mrs. Ladine. Go Grad 2022.
Isla Gibson Smith. I plan on attending the University of Saskatchewan next year and hopes to get my degree in nursing. I would like to thank my family, friends, and coaches for helping and encouraging me throughout the past few years at Strathmore High School. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Tyler Giesbrecht. I am planning to pursue my passion for golf and continue playing in tournaments. I would like to thank my parents for providing me with the opportunity to do whatever I feel is right for me in the future and for all the support they gave me.
Kathleen Granger. I am just as surprised as you that I graduated with my absurd amount of absences, all insert number throughout 10, 11, and 12 of them. I also want to give a special thank you to Mrs. Davidson and Ms. Trump for always being understanding and accommodating.
Garnet Green. I would like to thank all my friends and family for keeping me going. I have opened myself to multiple post-secondary institutions to apply for a Bachelor in Applied Science, and I want to congratulate the homies. I know this high school experience may not have been the kind you all expected, but I'm glad you made it. Thank you all. Chloe Hamilton. Next year, I am planning to attend the U of C and start my journey to become a vet. Thank you to Mrs. Birch for always believing in me and loving me. Sorry to all my math teachers, but hey, I did it. Always remember to girl boss, peace out high school.
Will Haynes. I would like to thank my family for pushing me through school all these years. I will be attending SAIT this fall with the goal of becoming a millwright. I would also like to thank all the people I have met over the years and wish you all the best of luck.
Rihanna Hermanson. I would like to thank all of my friends and family for making the last 3 years of high school what they were. I would like to thank Mrs. Davidson, Ms. Williams, and Mrs. Greep for always putting up with my sass 5 days a week since my first day of high school. I plan to further my education after my year off.
Zachary Hodder. I am grateful to my family for helping me out through high school because school has been very complicated. Not sure what my future looks like, but for now, I'm just going to stick with the path that I'm on. Congrats to my friends and classmates. We made it, finally.
Aiden Hopp. I am so grateful for all the support I had from my teachers. I have always wanted to be a heavy-duty mechanic, and with the help from some really awesome teachers, I was able to graduate early and start my career. I started in Strathmore just this year. I made a lot of great friends. It was a great experience for my final year of high school. Nico Hunt. Thank you to my family for supporting me and sacrificing their time to see me perform. Thank you to my New Blood, Aladdin, and Mamma Mia castmates for the amazing shows this year. And to my teachers for making my last year of high school great, especially Mrs. Birch. I wish all the grads a successful future.
Rylan Jolly. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me throughout my school career. From all the reminders that we had homework or a test, helping me to study, and even telling me what class I'm supposed to be at. It all helped get me to this graduation. I wouldn't have made it without the people who motivated me to push harder when I was done trying. When I was 4 years old, I said in my preschool graduation ceremony, when I grew up, I wanted to work with my dad and grandpa at Jolly Construction, and I'm happy to make that a reality now. Thank you.
Florence Kalia. I am very grateful to all of the teachers, mentors, counselors, and coaches I've had in my life thus far. Thank you to the teachers for helping me grasp the cardiovascular system, Punnett squares, parties involving skating, pie floating on the ocean, the French Revolution, EMR, and derivatives. Another huge shout out to my friends and family who are the true pillars of support that I lean on every day. Thank you once again, and let's remember, even if life becomes a little rainy, only we can bloom with success.
Kennedy Kier. I would like to thank my family and friends for always supporting me and pushing me to succeed. Next year, I will be taking biomedical science at the University of Saskatchewan.
Hannah Kim. I had a lot of great experience and opportunity at Strathmore High School, and I can't believe I'm graduating. I'm really thankful that I met good friends and teachers. Thank you to my parents for supporting me. Congratulations, everyone.
Adam Kirkpatrick. I'd like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for everything over the last 12 years. I plan to continue playing hockey next fall with plans of attending university afterwards. Good luck to everyone with their plans next year, and thank you for making high school a fun time.
Kobe Clausen. Thank you to my family, friends, and teachers who supported me every step of the way. I will be attending University of Lethbridge in hopes to one day become a therapist. But don't worry, I'll always have too many horses.
Matthew Copel. Matt will be attending U of C in the fall in the Faculty of Science. After many years of post-secondary, he hopes to pursue a career as a radiologist.
Grace Christensen. I would like to thank Mrs. Davidson, Mrs. Greep, and Ms. Trump for being chill when I was late every morning. I would like to thank Mrs. Ledeen for the endless help and support she gave me.
Morgan Lachance. Thank you to my family for getting me up in the morning, always helping me with my homework, reminding me to pack a lunch, and celebrating with me when I succeeded. I will be attending the University of Lethbridge in the fall with the goal of one day becoming a teacher. Congratulations to my friends and classmates.
Hunter Langen. I would like to thank my parents, who were my #1 supporters throughout my time at high school. I would also like to thank my fabrication teacher, Mr. Harris, for mentoring me and assisting in my career decisions.
Preston Langell. I'm so honored to be graduating amongst all of my friends. Firstly, I'd like to thank my family for putting up with me, even though my decisions are sometimes questionable. Next, I'd like to say thank you to all my teachers I've had throughout my years here. I was a pest at times, but hey, it got me remembered. Lastly, I'd like to say thank you to all my friends for helping me out physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
William Little. I'd like to thank my mom for always having my back and being by my side.
Nevaeh Magoon. Next year, I'll be attending U of L for my Bachelor of Science degree in hopes of one day marrying rich and becoming a housewife. Thank you to my friends, family, and teachers for supporting me.
Nolan Mahusier. I would like to thank my friends and family for supporting me throughout this journey. I look forward to attending the University of Lethbridge, where I will be studying business. Also, shout out to Mr. Sonstabee for being an absolute G.
Rider many gray horses. My goal is to play junior hockey and then move on to college hockey in the United States. I'd like to thank my family, friends, and teammates for getting me through it all. Big shout out to my mom. She's the real MVP.
Emily Manyheads. I have had an amazing time at Strathmore High School, and I will definitely miss it. But this day, I am glad and proud to be here with the people I grew up with, as well as meeting new peers and friends along the way. I want to thank all of my teachers, counselors, families, and friends, especially my dad and sister, for never doubting me and believing that I can make it through. They never let me give up. After grad, I plan to follow my interests and learn about film production and cinema, and we'll see what happens from there. We made it, class of 2022.
Hannah McAfee. Thank you to my parents and grandparents for being so supportive throughout my high school career. I would write a Gilmore Girls level speech about my mom, but I don't have the characters. I'm going to U of L next year.
Kyle McKinnon. I want to thank my family and friends for pushing me through school. Later in life, I am thinking of working in the agricultural industry. This year is for Jordan.
Charlie McPherson. I want to thank my parents, grandparents, and sister for getting me out of bed to attend school to achieve my goals. I also want to thank Ms. Homan and Ms. Barwa Trio for being the best support I could have asked for and always believing in me. I can't wait to attend university and see where life takes me.
Kira McQuinn. I would like to thank my friends and family for helping me get here. Although COVID changed a few things, I couldn't be happier with the memories I have made these past 3 years. I will continue my studies in the fall with the plan of becoming a paramedic in the future.
Emma Miller. Emma would like to thank her family and friends for making the last 3 years what they were, and for also having her back through everything she endured in her high school life. She would also like to thank Mrs. Davidson, Mrs. Greep, and Ms. Trump for putting up with her sass. As Ms. Trump would say, 5 out of 7 days a week since the first day of 10th grade. Emma plans to further her education and earn a diploma in medical laboratory technology.
Marcus Molina. DeMarcus plans on continuing his love for football in Langley, BC as a starting running back for the Rams. While playing football, DeMarcus will be pursuing a career in the medical field to fulfill his passion of helping others. Special thanks to his siblings, mom and dad, and most importantly, Dodo. Thank you for providing all my protein shakes, Dodo. You are truly the GOAT. DeMarcus has learned a lot over these past 4 years, and he leaves us with one very important lesson: eat your chicken.
Jose Mateo Moncayo. Mateo doesn't know what to do with his life yet. All he knows is that there's going to be snowboarding, tree planting, and life living.
Adam Moore. I would like to thank my family for helping me get through school, helping me with homework, and pushing me to the end. I will be attending Red Deer Polytechnic to complete the sprinkler system installer trade. Congrats to all of the other graduating students.
Tori Mort. I'd like to thank my friends and family for getting me through high school, as well as all the great teachers I was fortunate to have. I plan to take early childhood education at Lethbridge College in the fall. I'd like to congratulate all my peers as we celebrate this milestone.
Tia Navin. I would like to thank my family and friends for helping me through high school. I would also like to thank my teachers, especially Mrs. Birch, for everything she has done for me.
Kai Nelson. Thank you to my friends, family, and teachers. I will be going to University of Calgary to study engineering, and thank you to COVID for canceling most of my diploma exams.
Connor Neufeld. Thank you to all my friends and teachers who helped me through this year of high school. I will be attending Bible school in Texas for a year in the fall. Congrats to everyone and wishing everyone success in the future.
Scarlett O. I am thankful for my mom, who has always been my rock. No matter how far apart we are, she has always been my greatest supporter. I'm grateful for those I have met during my last 3.5 years in Canada. I will treasure all the memories of the amazing people I have met and all the experiences they have given me. Thank you and love you.
Connor Alexin. I would like to thank my parents for always being there for me. I will be attending business school in hopes of getting my business degree.
Kyla Parkins. Thank you to my family for keeping me motivated these past 12 years. Here's to hoping I can keep it up for the next 5 and steal Mr. Sonstaby's job instead of dropping out to wait for Prince Charming.
Armin Pelavan. Thank you to my family for giving me this opportunity to study in Canada. Thank you to my friends and family for being there for me. And thank you to my homestay family for dealing with me for the past 4 years. I will be attending Virginia Tech in the fall with the goal of one day becoming an aerospace engineer. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you for all the good memories.
Chase Penner. Chase is a great student and would like to thank his parents and teachers for helping push him to excellence.
Trista Perez. Thank you to my friends and family for always supporting me along the way, and my teachers who helped me make it to Lethbridge, where I will be studying psychology.
Melody Perry. I'd like to thank my friends for helping me when I needed it most. I'd also like to thank my family for helping me get the motivation I needed to go to school on my bad days. We did it. Congrats, everyone, graduating along with me.
Josh Pilsner. Thank you, everyone, especially my family and friends. It has been a fun ride, but I'm excited for what my future will be. I'm very excited to start working and excited to see everyone follow their paths.
Glenn Pinto. I would like to thank my family and my cool and amazing friends for supporting me through this adventurous journey. Soccer was a lifesaver. My plans are to go to Sheridan College to become a cybersecurity officer.
Gracie Piper. I would like to thank my teachers for preparing me to go to Olds College to become a veterinary technician and do what I love. A big thank you to my friends who have managed to make my high school experience amazing. And a huge congrats and good luck to all my fellow grads.
Jace Pollock. I would like to thank my teachers for their unwavering support through my high school years. I will be attending Algonquin College in Ottawa and pursuing my commercial pilot's license. All the best to my fellow grads of 2022.
Alyssa Poole. Thank you to my teachers for getting me through this crazy time of life. Thank you for putting up with me and my crazy personality. Thank you to my parents for supporting me. Congratulations to everyone and good luck with the rest of your lives. See you on the other side.
Connor Pratt. I would like to thank my younger sister and my mother for supporting me all throughout high school and pushing me to keep going when everything seemed bleak. I'm excited to move on to the next chapter of my life in the fall. Lastly, I wanted to say congrats to the class of 2022. We did it.
Brooklyn Proud. It was intense, but I'm going to live the life I've wanted. Thanks to all the people who helped my confidence. Thanks to the heartbreak for teaching me how to grow stronger. Check. Can you hear me?
Check. Jonathan Pye. Thank you to my friends and family for supporting me throughout my academic career, and thank you to the teachers who have helped me get to where I am today. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Dorothy Pio. Good. Can you do that? Something's up.
Dorothy Pio. Thank you to my parents for supporting me. We are closer to our dreams, and I hope everyone can achieve their goals in the future. Congratulations, everyone. Philip Raycroft. I would like to thank my friends and family, as well as my teachers, for helping me get through my high school career. And I wish my fellow graduates good luck in whatever they may need it for.
Liam Redman. Liam has overcome many mountains, many tears along the way, but today the greatest of joys. Today we joyfully celebrate Liam's greatest accomplishment, grade 12 graduation. Liam, today we celebrate you.
Madison Reinhardt. I want to thank everyone that has had faith in me these past few years. I couldn't have done this without you. I plan to go to college in the fall and achieve my dream of becoming a beauty therapist. Congratulations, everyone, and good luck.
Riley Robinson. I want to thank my family and friends for making my life at school a lot easier. Thanks to my teachers and coaches as well. It was a fun ride.
Ethan Ross. Thank you to Mr. Laszlo for helping me through my years at this school, always being there to talk to and being a teacher that genuinely cared for me. I also appreciate my football coaches and all my teammates for helping me through the difficulty of living on my own throughout high school. Most importantly, I would like to thank the Green family for allowing me to finish high school and inviting me into their home when I had nowhere else to go. Congratulations to all of my fellow students.
Ethan Running Rabbit. I'll be going to SAIT to become an HVAC technician in the fall. Thank you to my mother who always made sure that I succeeded in school and in life. Thank you to my friends for always making my life better with our friendship. Thank you, Ms. Trump, for making my learning experience a joyful ride.
Kyle Ryan. I'd like to thank my family and friends for helping me along the way. I'd also like to thank Mr. Flaws for being the best gym teacher. I'm taking a year off and then going to SAIT to study respiratory therapy.
Bennett Salmon. After high school, I will be going on a 2-year-long mission for my church. After my mission, I've committed to play football for the U of C Dinos, and I will study biochemistry. I'd like to thank my parents, friends, and teachers that helped me throughout high school. That was pretty cool of you guys.
Sydney Satink. Huge shout out to everyone who has helped me get to this point today. My teachers, coaches, family, my friends who have kept me sane throughout school, and most importantly, my parents and my brother. I'm so excited for what's to come as I will be attending the University of Calgary next year, where I will be taking bioscience. Cheers to the class of 2022. We've got a big one to celebrate tonight.
El Sove. In the fall, I plan to attend the University of Calgary in the Biological Science program. I would like to thank everyone that supported me throughout my schooling, and special thank you to my mom and dad and my siblings. I couldn't have done it without you.
Liz Sawyer. I want to say thank you to my parents for their support and to Mr. Sonsby for giving me so many words to live by. I also wanted to thank my coach for keeping me motivated in all aspects of life. Next year, I will be taking a gap year and going into personal training and nutrition. The year after, I plan to go into business and pursue a career in the fitness industry.
Theodore Schmidt. First, I want to thank my grandparents, parents, and siblings, including Preston. You all provided me with a great foundation for life. Thanks also to my friends for keeping me entertained at school, and my teachers whose passion for teaching sparked my passion for learning. You know who you are. I will be going to SAIT to start my dream of becoming a mechanical engineer. And to the class of 2022, congratulations and good luck wherever we all end up.
Carter Severin. In the fall, you will be working on continuing my electrical apprenticeship and plan to land a successful position. I would like to thank my family and friends for all they have done for me over the past few years to get me to where I am today.
Jack Slemp. Thank you to my family for helping out with math and writing my essays. Thank you to Mr. Sonseby for being the greatest English teacher anyone could ask for. In the fall, I will be taking astrophysics at the U of C. Congratulations to everyone.
Kellen Smith. Thank you to my family and friends for helping me with all aspects of school and life. And thank you to Mr. Laszlo for never missing an opportunity to make a remark about my hair. I will be attending Lethbridge University this fall.
Anna Sobolieva. I thank my family for supporting me in all the steps I have taken to be where I am now. I thank Canada for providing me with the best education and the most amazing friends that I literally love. I will miss Strathmore and I will miss Alberta when I go away to Ontario to study forensics, but the future is exciting. I wish all of us graduates the best of luck in our new beginnings. Thank you, SHS.
Graydon Sorensen. I'd like to thank my family, friends, and teachers, along with anyone else who played a role in getting me to where I am today. My plans for next year are to attend the University of Lethbridge, where I will be studying business management.
Grayson Stender. I would like to thank my teachers and classmates for the wonderful experience that they have given me during this single semester that I have been at this school. I will be attending Olds College in the fall.
Keisha Stoffrigan. Thank you to my family for supporting me through my school years, especially my mom and dad. And thank you to my friends and the faculty, with a special shout out to Mr. Renier and Mr. Sonsteby.
Ty Stone. I plan on taking a gap year or two, then going to university for engineering. I hope to work for SpaceX or another rocket company. I want to thank my whole family and especially my parents and my brother for all the support they have given me.
Grady Stovka. Thank you to my mom and dad for helping me with all my hardships and troubles I've had to go through during high school. They have done so much for me. They have given me everything I've needed to survive and be successful in my future, and for giving me a roof over my head. I am going to the University of Lethbridge to study psychology. So once again, thank you for always being in my corner and believing in me.
Rebecca Tegler. Thank you to all my teachers for pushing me every day to be the best that I can be, and I also want to thank my parents for always being there to support me every step of the way. I plan on taking a year off, and next fall I plan on attending Lakeland College. I'm hopefully going to major in equine science to help achieve my goal of owning my own boarding and breeding facility. Congratulations, everyone.
Jennifer Thiessen. I would like to thank my friends, family, and teachers for helping me get to where I am today. I would not be nearly as successful without all of their support. I will be taking a year off to work and travel prior to pursuing a career in medicine.
Melissa Tracy. I would like to thank my family and the staff at Strathmore High School for making a wonderful learning environment. And also going to the University of Victoria in the fall for humanities.
Jenna Turner. Thank you to my friends, my family, and all my teachers, especially Mr. Sonsteby and Mr. Renier, for making these past 3 years memorable ones. Next year, I'm planning to travel, work, and really just live it up.
Jack Warwick. Thank you to my mom, dad, friends, family, and teachers, and I appreciated all of your help each and every day. Next year, I will be attending the University of Saskatchewan to study finance as well as play football. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Raymond Waterchief. First and foremost, I would like to thank my grandmother, Gina Waterchief. Without her, I would not have thought this was at all possible. Shout out to my late grandfather, Jeff Littlelight, who I know is proud of me because his belief in me throughout this journey still stands strong. I especially want to thank my dad for encouraging me to do my best and keeping me motivated. Thank you, Mrs. Birch, for steering me in a direction that continues to give me confidence. Also, our Native liaison, Joni Breaker, for all of her efforts and support. Thank you. Congratulations to all my classmates. This was no easy task. Class of 2022, we made it.
Aiden West. Thank you to my mom and dad for always supporting me and pushing me to do my best, and my girlfriend Sophie, who has been my #1 support since day one. I am also very grateful for my friends, Paige Buss, Connor Alexson, and Tyler Giesbrecht.
Tori Westgard. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for the encouragement and help they offered me through high school. I will now be furthering my education by taking psychology.
Sydney White. Thank you to my parents, coaches, friends, and teachers for all the help and motivation along the way. Thank you, Mr. Sonsby, for inspiring me to pursue my love of literature and the English language. I will be taking a combined English and education degree at the University of Calgary. Congratulations, guys. We made it.
Riley Weeb. Thank you to all my friends and family for helping me along this seemingly never-ending journey. Most importantly, I'd like to give a huge thank you to my dad, otherwise known as Papa J, for being my biggest supporter through it all, and for forgiving me when I failed math. U of L, here we come.
Nathan Wilchowie. Thank you to my family for getting me up in the mornings, paying for my sports fees, and helping me with math. After graduation, I plan to go to Australia for a YWAM, taking part in their sports program. Also, a special shout out to all my teachers who pushed me to succeed, especially Monsieur Renier. Peace out, high school.
Brett Wright. I would just like to thank every one of my teachers and friends for the great high school experience. I will also like to thank my parents for everything they have done for me throughout this time. I am very excited to see what the future holds.
Tate Ewell. I would like to thank everyone for helping me out through these last couple of years. My plans for next year are to continue my hockey career and attend post-secondary school a few years down the road.
And our last graduate at this ceremony, Brigham Zog. I'd like to thank my family for all the love and support and my friends for the good times. I will be attending the University of Calgary, majoring in law and society, with hopes to one day become a lawyer. We will see what the future holds. Congrats, everyone. Peace out.
Congratulations, everyone, and especially as well, congratulations to all of you parents and guardians, family and friends that were specially mentioned and honored as they crossed the stage, because it's because of you that they are all here. And all of those shout outs to teachers are like gold. Elementary teachers get lots of gifts, and gift certificates and stuff, but those are our special gifts as teachers, is those special shout outs. So thank you for honoring us in that way. I'd like to honor one particular teacher today before we leave, and that is Mr. Brad Steele. Hello, yes, thank you. Yeah, so Mr. Steele has been teaching for a while. We were counting up the years in the staff room earlier this week. And what did you say, 31? 33 years teaching, showing up every day, working hard, keeping it real. This year, yes. So he's probably had the privilege of teaching many of these students that you see before you, but you may have also been taught by Mr. Steele, given his perseverance to just keep at it for 33 years. This year, he is retiring, and so we'd love to congratulate you on an amazing teaching career and wish you all the best on the golf course in the future. So thank you for coming to celebrate our 2022 graduates. We'd love to encourage you to continue your celebrations today as well in a safe manner. On that note, I have a few housekeeping items for you. If you wanted to attend this evening's SHS organized evening celebration, your tickets needed to have been purchased in advance. So if you have them, you're coming. If you don't, you're not. For the SHS evening celebration, please, grads, if you are going, please show up at the school to line up and get ready between 6:30 and 6:45. Okay, between 6:30 and 6:45 if you are participating. Following this program, it would be wonderful if you could stay for the dance. Grads, your parents and guardians have been supporting you to get to this milestone. It's a great opportunity to thank them by participating in that dance. After this ceremony, we will process out, and then please meet in the street or on the lawn for pictures with people. As well, grads, please return your grads and sashes to the fashion room before you leave the school for your continued celebration. I think that there are bins outside of the fashion room. You just toss those things in there, okay? Congratulations on making it this far, and we're so proud of you. However, you still have some work to do, and you have your diplomas to write in order to finish off this semester. With that in mind, we are so looking forward to seeing you Monday morning, bright-eyed and ready to get it done. So please have a very safe and enjoyable weekend celebrating. Yes. Now I would like to invite you to please rise for God Save the Queen, played by our band and Haley Gervais. Please remain seated.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
Be seated. Yeah, you can sit down. All right, so we will start with the processional, and please remain seated afterwards as students and teachers are played out by the band, and then once students and teachers have all left, then you are welcome to see them in the street or on the lawn.